Mama? Mama? Are you making pancakes? Huh? All right. What's going on here? Give me a minute to get my brain on straight. All right then. All right, well, either the 100 of you showing up here to watch me sleep, which would be mighty creepy, or I'm having another one of my crazy dreams. That's probably it. I'm just going to reach right out here. And since I'm dreaming, I'm just going to walk right out and I'm going to put my hand right through. I'm going to just reach straight out and put my hand right through you. All right, well, two quick things. First of all, sorry for putting my hand on your head twice. And secondly, do you use some kind of conditioner because your hair is about as soft as a llama's behind? That just feels so nice right there. That is just so nice. I just cannot believe you're all in here just watching me sleep. I know what it is. I probably am still just sleeping. I'm just going to roll up my sleeve here. Maybe one of you can give me a little pinch on the arm, and just like that, I'll be awake. You look a little too eager to pinch me, sir. I think I'm going to ask somebody else, maybe someone who looks a little more gentle. You go ahead and just give me, yeah! That is going to leave a mark, ma'am. Thank you. Well, I'm sorry about that. We better quiet down, though, so we don't wake up the baby. The baby! Leaping locust, I almost forgot about the baby. I promised Mary she could lay down and have a nap, and I would sit right here watching the baby. Unwavering, unflinching, unblinkering, or something like that. Anyway, baby seems fine. No harm, no foul there. Well, I better introduce myself to you, I guess. My name is Joseph, and this here is my name is Joseph, and this here is our... Well, I don't even really know what to tell you about this baby, to be honest, because the truth of it is, I'm not his dad. You know, I'll tell you how this all happened. You see, Mary and I, we were betrothed. We were going to get married, and I was mighty excited about that. And then one day she comes to me. She comes to me and says, Joseph, don't worry about it, but I'm pregnant, and it's from the Lord. And she said, you believe me, right? What would have you done? I said, Mary, I'm going to need just a little bit of time to think about that. But I was lying to her. I did not need no time at all because I did not believe her at all. What would you have done? You going to believe someone, they come walking up to you, hey, you want to rub my belly? Something in here's from the Lord. I don't think so. Spicy nachos, maybe. A baby? I don't think so. Anyway, sure enough, then I'm having a nice sleep. And I'm just sleeping away. You know how I can sleep sometimes if I get a good sleep on. Anyway, there I'm sleeping and I have this vision. This angel comes to me and says, Joseph, do not be afraid to take Mary home to be your wife, because what is conceived in her is from the Lord. I said, thank you for that, angel, because that clears some things up for me. And then he even told me what I was supposed to name him. He said, you are going to give him the name Jesus because he will save his people from his sins, their sins. It's mighty incredible. I always kind of pictured picking my own names for my kids, though. Something kind of memorable, something kind of meaningful to me personally, like Haggis or Kibbles and Bits. You know, some of those things that really stand out in my own heart. But anyway, Jesus is a good name, too, because I don't know if you know this, but my daddy's name was Jacob, and my name is Joseph, and my baby's name is going to be Jesus. And so if we walk down the street, people will say, hey, there goes J-Jo-G, right? It'll be kind of trendy. It's probably going to catch on. You'll see it in the tabloids. You'll see that. Anyway, so that's our story. That's how we wound up here. And, you know, Mary's doing just so good with it. I mean, Mary's just so faithful, so courageous, so brave all the time. She's always telling me, Joseph, you ought to pray more, and I probably should. I should be more like her. But, you know, to be honest, I'm not doing that well with it. So I'm not ready to be no daddy. I don't think that I am ready to be a daddy. We were going to just be betrothed, but wait a little bit longer before we got married and started our own family. Then all of a sudden, here's this baby. You know who didn't get asked about this whole plan? Me. Nobody asked me if I was ready. Nobody asked me if I wanted to be a daddy. Not one. And I don't think I am ready. I mean, look at us. Look at us here sleeping out where the animals ought to be sleeping. My wife makes this journey 90 miles. She travels from Nazareth to get here. We get here. We got nowhere to stay. I knew the census was coming. I knew this baby was coming. Why didn't I plan ahead and find some place for us to stay? But we get here and there is nothing. Some guy lets us sleep out here where the animals ought to be. My wife Mary has to lay down on the dirty in the ground and deliver her baby there. I scoop up this newborn baby. I lay him right here in a dirty manger. I'm not the guy, God. God, I'm not the guy for this job. You picked the wrong man. You should have picked somebody else, someone who was already a daddy, somebody important, somebody who knew what he was doing, maybe a priest or a Levite or a scribe or somebody who knows some of these things. You know what happened last night? First we get here, Mary delivers this baby. Then guess who shows up? Shepherds. You know, if I feel like I'm a nobody, right here on the list, shepherds, even lower. Those shepherds show up and you wouldn't believe it. I'm just trying to lay that baby down, trying to settle Mary down, just take care of everything. All of a sudden, there's these shepherds standing right there. And I said, pardon me, do you need something? You wouldn't believe what they said to me. This shepherd says to me, in the craziest voice you ever heard, all right, then, we've seen an angel, blooming angel, right up there in the sky. There he is. He appears to all of us, and he says to us, you got to get to Bethlehem because the Savior has been born unto you, and you'll find him in a manger, wrapped in swaddling cloths. And I said to him, well, today is your lucky day. Ta-da. Isn't that silly? Me, that nobody daddy, and then these shepherds, these nobody shepherds showing up to see the Savior of the world. It's almost like God don't even care who comes on in here. Yeah, you shepherds, you come on in. You know anybody else who wants to come? Hey, anybody know some prostitutes? Invite them prostitutes. Come on in and see the Savior of the world. Hey, anybody else know somebody that's coming here? Anybody else know somebody that's coming here? Hey, about some tax collectors. Bring on in some tax collectors. Hey, you know what we should do? We go down to the leper colony. Those boys know how to throw a party. Come on in, lepers. Who else could we get in here? Maybe a couple of those scoundrel lawyers, right? Invite them on in. Let's just have a great big party on in here because nobody seems to care who comes to see the Savior of the world. But should we be afraid of him? Can I come see that Savior? What if he's angry at me? Oh, no, he won't be angry. Well, can I come see that Savior? I mean, doesn't he have a great big army protecting him and watching over him? Shucks, he ain't got no army. You don't have to be afraid of this Savior. Worst thing that's going to happen, he's going to fill his shorts while you're holding him in your arms. That's about it. I mean, who was ever afraid of a baby? Hold on, I think I might be thinking something. I think I might be thinking a thought here because who was ever afraid of a baby? Ain't nobody afraid of no baby. I'm just thinking about something here. I mean, what if God planned this all this way? I mean, what if God actually planned to come as a baby because no one is afraid of a baby, and then people would be wanting to come and see him like the shepherds. And the shepherds wouldn't normally get to go see some king or some savior, but because he's just a baby and because the angels announced to them, and if the shepherds can come see the baby and a carpenter can come see a baby, then maybe this savior, anybody can come on and see this baby. Maybe we should invite the lepers to come see this baby, and the prostitutes and the tax collectors and the loyals and everyone else. Just bring them all in here. Hey, come on and look. Maybe that means something to us. I mean, you guys showed up. Maybe anybody can come. Maybe I'm just kind of thinking about this, you guys, or maybe this means that it doesn't matter who you are or where you've been or what you've done, that this Savior of the world actually did come for everybody. I mean, maybe that's why God chose me to be his daddy, too. Not some priest or some king or some real important person, but no, just some lowly carpenter like me, so that no one would think, oh, yeah, he's special, just like his daddy. No one's going to say that about this Savior, I don't think, because I'm just a regular nobody. You know, I think that might be it. I'm sorry, you guys, it's been real nice visiting with you, but before you got here, I was just starting to, I'm a carpenter, and I was just starting to work on building a bit of a better bed for him. I was just putting together a crib for him. So you don't mind, it's been nice to meet you all, but I'm going to get back to fixing that. Man, I can't believe it. Savior of the world right here. Born for me, born for you. Come on in, everybody. This Savior welcomes everybody. Come on in.